Hello everyone. This is the second part of continuing our painting after the plein air session. Now, we are working in the studio, adding more detail and refining the artwork. At this stage, our canvas is completely dry, the first layer and even the second layer, and now to carefully adjust and develop the painting further. I am using the glazing technique. This allows me to create soft, airy clouds and also to build gentle, transparent shadows with additional depth of color. For example, in the foreground, I introduce slightly violet tone, shades, while in the distance, the shadows become cooler. The clouds closer to us that catch the light. I make the light a little cooler, and further away, the light becomes warmer. For this process, I am using squirrel brushes. I mix my paint about 50-50 with medium and oil. This helps the glaze remain transparent and very soft. I work in multiple layers, allowing each layer to dry before applying the next one. Usually, in this type of painting, I use up to 4 layers, sometimes 5, when I want to refine certain areas even more. Let's continue to paint the trees. I constantly refer back to the photos and videos that I captured on location. I work with a very small brush, a watercolor brush, which allows me to create very fine details, thin branches, delicate lines, and a clear separation between light and shadow, the background. I no longer overwork. I focus mainly on the elements in the foreground. I begin to simplify using masses of green foliage with light and dark areas. I use yellow, light green to show fresh, young leaves, and deeper greens for the areas in shadow. This contrast is essential to create a sense of volume and depth. In the distance, I still add fine details. I really enjoy this stage. I introduce soft pink tone for the blooming trees and the trees we see on the nearby farm. I define their trunks and gently place their shadows. Sometimes I spend up to 30 minutes just refining these areas. I truly love working with fine details, but it is important not to get stuck in them. Between the trees, more light is introduced, allowing it to pass through as a glowing background. This backlighting effect, also known as contre-jour, becomes a key element in the composition. Light is placed behind the trees and even feel as if it comes from within. This creates a special atmosphere where the entire painting begins to glow softly from the inside. Against this light, the trees appear as stronger shapes, not completely dark, but rich and dense silhouettes. This contrast between light and form brings depth and emotional presence to the scene. As the work continues, a slightly larger brush is introduced. This allows the foliage to be suggested more freely and with greater speed. Instead of focusing on every single leaf, groups of leaves are built with broader, more confident strokes. Fresh green tones are placed into the composition, indicating the first spring leaves. These touches bring a sense of life, movement, and seasonal freshness. The process becomes more fluid, more expressive, while still maintaining a clear structure and balance within the painting. The sunlight behind the trees is gradually intensified, creating a stronger sense of warmth and depth. More attention is given to the ground plane, working carefully between areas of light and shadow. Falling shadows from the trees are gently defined, adding structure and a natural rhythm to the composition. At this stage, the focus shifts fully to the foreground. Here, the process becomes more observational. You are invited to simply watch, to follow along, and to develop each detail in your own way. Every artist can choose the level of detail that feels right, adding, refining, and responding to the painting. As the work approaches completion, additional attention is given to the blossoms on the trees. Selected details are enhanced further, bringing clarity and visual focus. In the end, the painting reaches a point where nothing more needs to be added. A moment of balance and completion.